Hi and welcome to Tech Infra again. This is Anil over here. Today, friends, as promised to you, we'll start with the installation procedure of VMware EXXI installation. What you see on the screen is the installer. I have booted the installer, and this is what it gives me the option. Either I can boot it from the local disk or either from the installer itself. I have taken installer of EXXI version 5.5.0 with the update of as you can see it's 1331820. I'll be taking this version, and then we'll start with the installation part. We'll also see in the future how to upgrade from 5.5 to 6.0, and if anything else is there like 6.1 or 6.5, we'll definitely go with that also. So to start with, we'll start with the installation part. This nothing much. Okay, we'll start with the installation. I've clicked. As you can see, it is loading the on the upper side. You can see it is giving me the message and loading EXXI installation. It has started the installation procedure itself. All the files are been started. It has been copied on the hard drive itself. Now you can see over here 5.5 will require a minimum of 6 gigs of memory. Your installation or your motherboard or your server should support virtualization technology. It should be enabled so that the virtualization or the EXXI can install on that, and you'll be able to get the fullest of the installation itself. As the installation procedure is on, in meanwhile I'll just pause the video so that apart from this installation, there's nothing much to show in this installation. Main configuration part definitely will come back, but in this whatever the installation are there, we'll do that, but I'll pause the video for you. Now once that procedure once that installation is complete, you'll get this window. It welcomes us to the installation of the EXXI 5.5. I'll enter so that we can continue. Now this is the EULA, or you can say the end user license agreement. Definitely will have to accept that. If you don't, then you can press escape and your installation will stop then and there itself. So I'm just putting off. Meanwhile, I'll just would like to add that this is the installation would be evaluation mode, and this you can download from VMware itself. VMware provides download, as well as if you register there, it provides I don't know the current position, but it provides you with the key so that it can be used from not only 30 days or 60 days, it can be used more than that, and you can get the fullest of the installation or fullest of the OS file itself. This is the local storage which I am storing. You can definitely install on the remote location. If you have any SAN configured on this, you can definitely go with that. I have a local installation, so I'll do the local and I'll press with the hardware. This is the keyboard layout. I'll just enter. Here you'll have to provide the root password, the admin password, which is normally in the other other operating system like Windows, or basically in Windows itself, in VMware, or in some of the operating system, it provides you with or it gives you the procedure to add the root password. So I'm just putting that. Okay, it has matched. I'll just enter. It will scan and it will gather all the system configuration or anything which is required by the installer itself. It will collect that information, and according to that information of the hardware which the installer has received, it will then start with the installation or the drivers itself, basically. Okay, the installer has confirmed that it can be installed on this hard drive itself. It is giving me warning that the hard disk will be repartitioned, and let me give I mean tell you कि VMware has a different sort of partitioning, or you can say partition type. Normally we have seen NTFS, FAT32. VMware has its own partitioning system, and that is called as VMFS. So if the installer installs or repartitions any drive, it will partition in VMFS itself. So we'll install that. Okay, I have clicked on F11 to install. Although the installation doesn't take much time, it's hardly 10-15 minutes, and your OS or your EXXI will be up and running and ready for the configuration part itself. We have completed around 28%. It does take some time in the installation, but not much. As I've said, it would take around about say 10-15 minutes to get the OS installed, up and running. Okay friend, the installation has completed successfully. As you can see, installation is complete and it has been successfully installed. It is also giving me an warning that you can remove the installation media, so that if the system reboots, it again doesn't boots from the your installation media. It may be a pen drive or it may be a disk, and you'll be able to start with it. So it has been successfully installed. You can remove the installation disk or installation media, and it is also giving me the evaluation period that EXSI will operate in evaluation mode for 60 days if I don't have any product license. Definitely we are just in the learning position, so we'll install this in the evaluation mode itself. I'll just press enter so that I can remove or reboot the procedure. As you can see friend, the server has rebooted. It is giving me all the procedure startup thing, and you can also see what version is installed. Now after installation, you'll get this screen, a beautiful screen of yellow and gray, Yes, definitely we'll have to live with it. It has a beautiful screen of yellow and gray itself. It is loading all the fat systems or all the required drivers and each and everything, so that it should complete itself. Okay, now we are over here, and as you can see, it is giving me some thing. Maybe I can't understand. It is giving me some to download some tool from this host IP address, and okay, I can't understand, but we'll try to learn what it is showing me, and what we can do over here. Okay, for that, let's press F2 and we'll go in the system view or system logs. It will be it's asking me for the root password. Okay, so I have entered the root password. I pressed OK, but I can remember my IP address is not this in this range. This is a class C, as you can see. So what we have to do, oh yes, so I'll have to go in configure network. This is the basic screen what you get in EXXI. If you install this on a host machine, this will be your last interface of what you get. Okay, so I'll just press enter, as if I only have right now a one Ethernet. So it is giving me only a one Ethernet. So here you can see if you have any other NICs or any other LAN connections or any other Ethernet ports, you'll be able to see this in this list itself. Okay, so we'll start with it. I don't have to do anything over here. I'll go in IP configuration part. Here I'll select not a dynamic, as if it's a server range, so I'll have something in my mind. I just change this. I'll use 15, and my gateway would be this one. I'll press enter. IP6 configuration we don't have right now, so I'll just disable that. Okay, this is a very simple thing. If you want to use this, you'll have to just press spacebar and you'll get the notification, that is crosshead. The crosshead indicates that it is enabled now, and when I press the spacebar over here, now this has been disabled. It's a very simple configuration over here. I'll press OK. Now you can see the IPv6 is disabled over here. DNS entries, yes, my primary DNS would be this one, and my secondary, okay, alternate I don't have now, but sake of purpose we'll give a host name to it. Okay, let's say tech infra ex. Let me give it ex. Oh, sorry people. 5.5 tech infra. Okay, I've given this. It will be easier for me to understand that, so I'm just putting this. There's also a custom DNS fixes you can put over here, but some of the settings I would like to show you from the other interface itself. Okay, so this is done. Yes, you'll have to reboot the thing. The host is restarting itself, and once that is up and running, we have did some of the things which is basically required for the servers to communicate with the network itself. We have done that. Okay, now what? We have given an IP address to the server itself. So where do we prepare the VMs now? I mean, we have did this. So what does it mean? I mean, in the OS itself, we normally put the the IP addresses, and we can see the whole lot of interfaces over there where we can add the virtual machines, and where we can prepare the virtual machine, we can add, we can remove, and but can't you see where we are unable to see anything right now over here, and it is sort of how it is possible. I mean, where are we doing anything wrong over here? Okay, let us check, and well, let us understand the thing. Okay, it has rebooted itself. Initialized. Most probably, let me tell you one thing. This what you are looking over at, I have prepared it on workstation itself. This EXXI, basically, as if we don't have that kind of infrastructure so that we can shoot this. Just for the explanation part or installation part, we have installed this on a workstation so that we can get a good full view of the installation procedures and make you understand what the procedures are and what the interface looks like. And after this, then we'll shift this EXXI itself on a base hardware. I'll give you a snapshot of how the hardware looks like and what is the configuration. Basically, what I'll be installing is I'll be installing it on a Xeon processor with 2.4 gigs, 16 GB of memory, and about 500 to 1 TB, 500 gigs to 1 TB of space. Yes, definitely. We have again entered on this page itself a beautiful yellow and gray sort of. Yes, people. Yeah. So again, we'll go in the customization part. Okay, now customization. Yes, we have entered. So what is this? I mean, I can't see where I can how I can install my. I'm unable to see. I mean, I'm just looking at, but I'm unable to see anything. Okay, yeah, people, yes, look into this. In this system customization part, we have something called as troubleshooting option. Now this troubleshooting option is basically a very good option or a very helpful option if you need to understand or if you need to troubleshoot somehow somewhere the EXXI itself. In this we have something called as EXXI shell. By default, the EXXI shell as the SSH connections are disabled. You can definitely enable that so that you can take a remote of the session through the CLI mode or through the graphical web client or the your DCU, that is direct console interface. So I'm just enabling both of them so that we'll take a full house or we can understand the things better. Okay, this is done from my side. The changes are there, and yes, we have done that. See, it is enabled. So now what? This is done. Of course, this is done. So now what I have to do? This is done. And how to prepare the VMs? I need to prepare at least one or two VMs. Where can I put or where can I create that? For that, we have two types of interfaces for vSphere or EXXI. One is called as DCUI, that is direct console user interface, and that is also called as client tool. And then we do have a web client. We'll definitely take a help of both, and we'll try to do, or we'll try to configure few of the things from the DCUs, and mostly we'll try to understand or explore more of the things from the web client itself, because web clients is, yes, that's definitely very easy, or definitely very helpful tool. And regarding the uh, installation part, or how we'll understand that, will definitely take into consideration, or will definitely look into that, or the other requirements of the client tools or web clients. What are the requirements of both of them, or how can we then interact with the OS or the EXXI itself, so that we can create, or so that we can take this thing further. Okay, that's all for now. Do do comment on the video below, so that we can help you. Thank you.